Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook. In today's video, I'm going to show you why I believe XRP is about to explode, leaving most people in disbelief. So why don't we get to it? So hey guys, I hope everybody's doing all right. It's another Monday, just another manic Monday. Man, don't you wish it was the 1980s? What great times those were. In any case, I hope everybody had a good weekend. So what we're here for today is to talk about XRP. Now, before I talk about XRP, I want to give a little bit of a breakdown of what I go through before I actually make an investment into any of these digital assets. So the first thing that I look for is the real world utility. Like, what problem does this asset solve? The next thing I'm looking for is if there's an organization that is utilizing this digital asset, then I want to know who the management team is and what talents are they bringing to the table. So after this, I take a look at what strategic partnerships the organization has. Then finally, I look at price action both in the past and present, and I apply some technical analysis to that to see where it could be going in the future. And after this point, that's when I decide whether I'm going to invest or not. So guys, my recommendation in saying all that is develop for yourself an investment strategy. Don't just take, a guy like me, some YouTuber that gets on there and says, hey man, this one's going to the moon. You better get involved before it's too late, blah, blah, blah. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the digital asset that you're interested in. Then after that, you want to be able to gauge, well, what is my risk tolerance? So I have this really great exercise that kind of works for me to see just how much risk tolerance I have. And risk tolerance is just how much am I willing to risk? How much am I willing to lose? And it would be okay. So this is the exercise I use. So if I lost my wallet with like $20 in it, that wouldn't be so bad, If I lost my wallet with, $100 in it, well, I might feel that a little bit more. If I lost my wallet with $1,000 in it or a couple $1,000 in it, man, I'd be like, oh my goodness. So that's how you kind of gauge it. Look, depending on what's in your wallet, how much pain would you feel if you lost it? And then you kind of know, okay, my risk tolerance is this much, and you can kind of go from there. So what actually is XRP? Well, XRP is the native cryptocurrency of the XRP ledger, which is an open source public blockchain designed to facilitate faster and cheaper payments. So sending payments overseas using the legacy financial system typically takes like 1 to 4 business days. In fact, there's something people say as a joke, what's the fastest way to send $1 million to Europe? Well, it's to put it in a briefcase, hop on a plane, fly it over there and drop it off. In today's system, it's kind of crazy that that's the fastest way, but it is. So if a person uses XRP as a bridging currency, it's actually possible to settle cross-border payment transactions in less than 5 seconds on the open source XRP ledger blockchain, and at a fraction of the cost of more traditional methods. So now we can see a real world utility for XRP. Now there are many, many others, but this one is an extremely primary one. And that is developing a faster, more efficient means for facilitating cross-border payments. Now, cross-border payments, guys, is a huge part of our financial system. So let's say you have one of these major banks like JP Morgan Chase, and they're sending HSBC $200 to $500 million. Well, they have to have what's called nostro and vostro accounts, which basically means like nostro is the Latin for ours and vostro the Latin for yours. And basically the whole term of nostro vostro is mainly used by banks, and that's usually when one bank keeps money at another bank. And they do this for liquidity purposes to facilitate these cross-border payments. Now imagine if you didn't have to do that. How much capital would that free up? And how would that affect liquidity for all these markets? It would be monumental. Well, that is exactly what Ripple as a corporation is doing, and they're utilizing XRP to do it. So here we are on Ripple's website, and if you page down a little bit, you can see they've got 3 different use cases for what they're working on. And the first one is cross-border payments. Then we have crypto liquidity and CBDCs. Well, let's just focus in on this cross-border payments. So I've pulled it up over here, and Ripple is showing us how cross-border payment solution works. You have the sending institution, so there you are, JP Morgan Chase, whatever amount of money they're sending, and they're going to send it over to this receiving institution. Let's just say that's HSBC, and here are the beneficiaries for it. But look at the bridge asset they're using, XRP. Now, how does this solve the Nostro Vostro issue? It solves it because they are utilizing XRP as on-demand liquidity. XRP is utilized as a bridge asset, and there's no need for the Nostro Vostro accounts. And that is a winning utility, in my opinion. But it's not just my opinion. Many central banks around the world have partnered with Ripple in the development of central bank digital currencies and as a solution for cross-border payments. So you have to see this for yourself. So just take a look at this page. It's talking about ISO 222. And it says here that banks and financial institutions globally are entering a new era as they prepare to transition their payment systems from using SWIFT messages to the new, highly structured and data-rich ISO 222 financial messaging standard. And just take a look at who is on the governing council of this standards body. Look at this, shaping the future of cross-border payments. The world is converging on a new global standard, ISO 222, the de facto global data standard for modern payments. Ripple is now a part of the ISO 222 standards bodies. And also take a look over here. 2 cryptocurrencies are not just compliant with ISO 222, they are members of the ISO 222 standard bodies. These currencies are Ripple, XRP, and Stellar Lumens, XLM. So I'm going to put the links to these articles in the description, so if you want, you can actually go back and read them in full. So here's another article that I'll link for you. I won't really read it, but the title is The Future of Cross-Border Payments, Ripple and Company. How are Ripple and its competitors solving the existing problems with cross-border payments, and are there other alternatives? So that's a good article to read too. So why don't we take a look at the board of directors for Ripple. Here you have Chris Larson as executive chairman. You've got Susan Athey and Brad Garlinghouse here. He's actually the CEO of Ripple. And I'm going to leave it for you guys to kind of do your research on the backgrounds of these guys and what they bring to the tables. But I will highlight 2 of these members. The first one is Michael Warren. So Michael Warren brings with him like a wealth of experience in dealing with economic and global geopolitical issues affecting global markets. I'll put a link to this page in the description so you can read it. But this guy also served in 2 U.S. administrations. And during the first term of President Barack Obama, he was the senior advisor to the White House Presidential Personnel Office. So that's pretty impressive. So the second one I'll highlight is Rosie Rios. Now, Rosie Rios was the 43rd treasurer of the United States who served under Barack Obama. This is quite amazing. And in fact, if you want to take a look inside your wallet and pull out a $100 bill, you're going to see her name on it right there. These are some high caliber people on Ripple's board of directors, which gives me a lot of confidence that this company is serious about reaching its goals and is attracting some amazing talent. So let's look at some price action. So what I have here is a historical snapshot for XRP, and we're looking at January 4th of 2017. On that day, it opened at 0.006385 of a dollar and closed at 0.006656 of a dollar. Well, 1 year later, on January 4th of 2018, XRP opened at 3.12, so $3.12, and it closed at 3.84, $3.84. So if you had invested just $6,000 into XRP back here, and you would have gotten 1,000,000 XRP for that $6,000 investment, 1 year later, your investment would have netted you $3.84 million. Unbelievable. All right, guys, so what I have right here in front of us is the XRP chart from 2015 right through to current day. And what I want you to see is back over here, you can see here's where we're at the January area of 2017 where it was 0.006. And there's that big move to the $3.84. But what I want you to take a look at is this area right in here. Because this area right in here had so much volatility that by the time we got to here, a heap of people were all shaken out of XRP. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I've got this zoomed in for us so we can kind of see this a little better. But what I want to do here is I want to show you some of these drops. So let's take a look at this first drop from that peak right down to there. Well, here you can see that is a 67.95% drop. And let's take a look at some of the other ones in here. Here's another one. So let's take a look over here. So as you can see, this is another over 50% drop. But it didn't stop there. Here's another one over here. And if you draw this down, go all the way down, there's another plus 50% drop. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that back in this time frame, there was some massive volatility, very similar to what we're experiencing right now. And it was dropping up and down in major percentages, 60, 50, 60%. And then we come to this period right here, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom. And it just went on from there. It made this massive, massive move. But what happened in here is a lot of folks capitulated and sold during these drops, and they missed out on this massive, massive move where they would have experienced life-changing wealth. So here we are today, guys, and you can see we're going through this same kind of choppy action. And look down here at the weekly relative strength index. This is as low as XRP has ever been. We are in for a massive bounce, in my opinion. XRP's price has been suppressed since December of 2020 when the SEC dropped this lawsuit on Ripple. And over the course of this lawsuit, Ripple has been winning one judgment after another, after another. And most legal analysts are reporting that they believe Ripple is either going to win this case outright in summary judgment, or they're going to get a very favorable settlement. When this happens, guys, XRP is going to go nuclear, in my opinion. We are going to see a move like we did from January 2017 to January 2018. All of these exchanges that delisted XRP are going to relist XRP, and it is going to take off like a rocket ship. It's going to fly past the moon and smash into Jupiter. That's my opinion. Now, the only place that you can buy XRP in the United States is on the Uphold exchange, and I'll put the link to that in the description below. So guys, this is the video that I have for you today, and like always, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. It's for information and entertainment purposes only. But if you found value in it, please hit the like and subscribe and tell your friends and family. And in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.